Hi everyone, welcome home, Happy New Year. I'm Jerrel, this is my YouTube channel, Mountain Home, but I'm not a YouTuber, so I'm just a normal guy, I'm just a normal dude, and I just want to share stuff that I'm passionate about, that I really enjoy. Today I wanted to share with you my electric mandolin. So I haven't used this in any gigs yet, I haven't brought this anywhere to play it. It does come equipped with strap buttons, so you surely could use it in jams right out of the box. I use this for work in my compositions and recordings, so some of my work floating out there has incorporated this instrument. So I wanted to share this with you because I think it's just so charismatic. It's so neat. It's really interesting. What a cool instrument! And what is so great is it allows you to play in a way that you don't really get to play that way on the guitar. The chorus strings give it that meatiness and robustness. The mandolin is already a very high dexterity instrument, so I generally don't play that sort of high dexterity style on the mandolin. But for mandolin players who do have that high dexterity style on the mandolin, this is a great instrument to have in your arsenal because it means that you can now shred. You have access to so many different pedal effects that it just really opens up to just, you can do so much more with your sound. You can get those real, you can get the groovy stuff, you can get the galactic stuff, and you can get the rock stuff, you can get the swampy sound. It's just so great, and I don't know how many people out there have heard of this because I've enjoyed music for a very long time, and I only recently found out about this about last year, I think. So I noticed there are a couple different makes and a couple different styles out there, but this is my first electric mandolin. So when I say electric, it has pickups like an electric guitar. Does not have a piezo pickup. You will see acoustic mandolins that have piezo pickups inside. They're not the same thing. Those are acoustic pickups. These are your electromagnetic pickups, and they just have a different kind of sound to them, man. They got a different kind of groove, and you can do so much more with them. Now, you can see we have adjustable action on the bottom there as well. Admittedly, my D string, I've set it the intonation for the sweet spot to really be about there, but the intonation isn't amazing on this instrument, and the reason being is that there's a high sensitivity to the tension. So the tension sensitivity on the string is extremely high on this instrument. So if you're accustomed to playing electric guitar and you try to play this, it's actually going to be quite difficult because on electric guitar, your scale length is significantly longer. And when you have that, there's more, or there's less sensitivity to the tension that you press on the strings. And what I mean by that is the harder that you press on the strings, your tone will actually go sharp. So on electric guitar, because there's such a long scale length, it doesn't super matter if you push just a little bit hard because your tone won't go that sharp. But on this instrument, if you push even a little bit too hard, you're going to be about 20 cents sharp. So on this instrument, and especially if you're accustomed to playing acoustic mandolin as well, you can't play that way on this instrument because on acoustic mandolin you're accustomed to having to push a bit harder, especially because the strings are higher tension, and if you need to play a bit louder, you're getting your percussive hits or what have you, then you are going to end up very sharp on this instrument. So something to keep in mind when you start playing electric mandolin is you're just gonna have to play like an angel, like delicately, like you're pressing on an angel's feathers. You just gotta not push too hard on this, and because of that short scale length, it's very susceptible to all of that. So I'm gonna go through a couple more pedal effects here because this thing is just so cool. I really enjoy it. I want to use it more in my work. I think I've only used it in about 3 tracks that I've composed and recorded for my work, but I'll go ahead and go through a couple more effects here. Now I have a list written down here of effects that I thought sounded really cool. Why doesn't it like that one? I'll go to the next pedal. Oh, I've turned off the amp. Of course I did, to cut down on the noise. Here we go. You could vibe to that for hours, man. Let's go to 31. That's a nice clean one. I've got a couple on my list here. We'll go through a couple more pedals. I'm looking for number 7 here. Well, sorry, it feels so weird. I don't play that style on this instrument. You surely could, but it's weirding me out. My rhythm is so off because I'm accustomed to having a larger instrument and a larger neck to go across, and this, because it's smaller, your wrist action is more instead of your arm. That's nice and crunchy. I really like that. Sorry, I just started vibing there for a second. I kind of forgot I was doing a video. Yeah, I like that phaser. Okay, I'm going to go back to 7 again. And 5. groovy. Anyway, rock and roll. This video turned out a little bit longer than I thought it would because I was actually just having a lot of fun playing this thing. So, anyway, I just wanted to share this with you because I have a feeling that not that many people know that this is an option. I think this is really cool for mandolin players if they want to rock, you know, because I know not every mandolin player might play guitar as well. Not every mandolin player has an electric guitar, but maybe they'd like to try something really cool. So, hey, anyway, keep an eye out for these. This one's sort of like an unbranded generic one, and it's still really cool. You'll see branded ones that are basically the exact same thing. Many of these come out of the same factories where they're made in the world, and sometimes you'll find them without the branding on it, and then they'll be significantly cheaper. But they're really cool. These are so fun. I hope you've enjoyed having a look at that. So, this has been my YouTube channel, Mountain Home. I'm Jerrel. Happy New Year. I hope you have a great 2024. So long, 2023. And I hope you look forward to more instruments. I've got a whole bunch of cool stuff to share with you. Again, for my work, I do a lot of composing and recording for my work. So I'm always picking up instruments, and I'm always looking for something interesting in terms of sound. I'm restoring antiques. I modify and customize and make my own instruments as well. So I hope you look forward to seeing all of that. Happy New Year, everyone. Take care of yourselves, and come home again soon.